Hello, hello. I need the chat's help. Can you guys is the stream okay? B, can you guys hear me? These are the big questions because there's no way for me to know until we test it out. So, someone let me know if you can hear me. Yes and yes. Okay, that's a good start. That's a good start, baby. Probably gonna be a quicker stream today because I'm still figuring stuff out here. Guru, good morning. Ryan, Sass. All right. This is a good start. Could have been way worse. Could have fired this up and it didn't work. But we're gonna recap the weekend a little bit, and then obviously we'll talk some baseball tonight, or for tonight, I should say. I got a couple spots I'm interested in. Didn't really bet anything yesterday. Just wanted to watch the Masters. If you don't like golf, hopefully you watched that and that kind of gets you into golf because I thought that was absolutely awesome. And if you guys watch the stream, you know I'm not a huge Rory fan really, but I can respect that he's one of the best golfers ever. I can respect winning the Grand Slam, being the sixth ever to do so. And to be honest with you, I don't really know when we'll see it again. I know Jordan Spieth is one off, but he's not really in form to where I would think he's going to win the PGA anytime soon. So, it's a historical moment and I can respect that as a golf fan. I thought that was awesome. I can't believe the amount of shots, like good and bad, that Rory hit yesterday. Like, what a roller coaster to put that in the he started playing way too safe, put the one in the water, on the par 5, and then that shot on the 15th, he didn't make the eagle putt but to hit that to like 4 or 5 feet was insane. The shot to get in position to win it just crazy, both good and bad. Like, what a roller coaster. That was awesome. Playing predictions, that's tomorrow. Yeah, we're definitely going to talk. I'm going to try and type up a blog for some predictions, but we'll definitely talk about it on stream tomorrow. We can pull it up. Look at the odds though, at least. So we have Hawks Magic tomorrow and Grizzlies Warriors, and then Wednesday we have Heat Bulls, Mavericks Kings. So I think the Warriors are the biggest lock, which you can see they're the biggest favorites. So that's not really a surprise, but they're definitely the easiest pick to win their game. Atlanta and Orlando is interesting. DK has a no sweat. Do we think the Pistons to win the series has a chance? Ryan, what? So they have a no sweat on a series. You just take a series bet and it's a no sweat. Is there any stipulations? I personally don't think Detroit really has a chance. I'll tell you why. If you can just bet anything, I'm sure we can find a bet to use. I think Lakers Wolves is the best first round series, I think. I don't know. Nuggets, the West is so good. Like the East, is so top heavy. I think Boston is obviously the best team. They're probably gonna, go back to back, win the title. And then I think the Cavs are good. I feel like some people are underrating the Cavs a little bit based off what they've done in past years, but I think that there's reason to think they can perform better. Coaching makes a huge difference for me. So Cavs probably a little bit underrated, even though they got the number 1 seed, but really it's kind of like Boston, Cleveland, and then to a lesser extent, New York, Indiana. The West is wide open. So many good teams. So I don't know. Nuggets, Clippers is really good too. I'm probably going to be on the Clippers. You guys know I don't really ever fade Jokic, but I can see myself being on the Clippers here. I'm going to deep dive into this later on today, though. Jim, good morning. Me too, Jim. I love the playoffs. I think the playoffs for DFS are great because it's just a little bit different situation than what the last 2 months of NBA are, where, you really have to find, guys that maybe they're going to play their full minutes, maybe they're not. It's a lot easier from that aspect in the playoffs, but it's just more fun, I think, because of how the teams play, I guess. It's a no sweat for any playoff bet, can be a single game, but yeah, I would go series for that too, Ryan. I kind of like the Clippers right now. If I'm looking for an underdog in a series, Clippers probably would be my pick. I think the Lakers are going to win there. The reason I don't think the Pistons have a chance, they're young enough to where I haven't seen them beat consistently really good teams enough to trust them in a playoff series this year. And that's no discredit to them. They've had an amazing season. It's just I really haven't seen it from them for the long term for me to trust them in a series. And then I don't trust JB Bickerstaff in a big playoff series. I just don't. I never did when he was with the Cavs. He got exposed by the Knicks multiple times when he was with the Cavs. So it's kind of like I don't trust him, and I definitely don't trust him against the Knicks. So I probably pass on the Pistons. Definitely interested in the Clippers potentially. And I like the Pacers in this series, but they're pretty big favorites there too. So if you're looking for an underdog, Ryan, I think for me right now it's probably the Clippers. But we'll have to see a little bit. We'll definitely talk. We'll talk tomorrow though about NBA. Kind of go through. We can fill out a bracket too once we have that. That's always fun to do. I think we did that last year. If I'm not mistaken, I have to go back and check. I think we had. I'm trying to think back to last year. I know I had futures on the Wolves, which didn't work out. I don't know if we hit any big like NBA playoff bets last year. I know a lot of I definitely had Wolves to beat. We definitely won on the Wolves once on their playoff series, but I think I had them to go to like win the title and stuff, and that just didn't end up working. All right, so stream seems to be working good, which is good. Yeah. Okay, I do remember that, Guru. It's just when it got later on, like towards the finals, I was out because I had Wolves futures. They lost to the Mavericks, and then I don't think I bet on the finals because I didn't want to bet on the Mavericks. Maybe we did. We might have bet Mavericks like plus 2.5 or something. I'd have to go back and check. I can't remember. It was so long. It's crazy. That's like a year ago, not even, and that I don't even remember. So much has went on with like the content and like companies and stuff. I mean, you guys know, like so much was going on at that time. It was like that was not a good period. So kind of erased that from my from my memory a little bit. You like Knicks in 6 though. Let's see what is the spread. Man, Knicks minus 2.5 is plus 126. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I don't really see this going 6 games. I'm gonna be quite honest with you. I think this is gonna be a 5-er. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it does go 6. I don't know. Kind of my first inkling, I was like, this is gonna be a 5 game, like Knicks 4-1. I don't know. Well, I'll think about it. I'm gonna go through everything today, and then we'll give some picks out. But I don't know. I just don't trust JB, man. At the end of the day, I just don't. That guy's burned me too many times. I don't trust him. Bulls Heat is a really good game. I think that's the best game of these play-ins. I think Warriors are the safest to win. Heat Bulls might be the best game though. That game is awesome. I'll be rooting again. I'll just be hate watching the Mavs in this one too. Like Pelicans fired David Griffin, I see here. Interesting. Honestly, not like I guess kind of surprising because he's regarded as pretty good, but I mean, he's just never made any headway for the Pelicans. They've kind of been stuck in the same place, to be honest, for a few years, even after that AD trade. All right, we'll talk NBA tomorrow. For baseball today, I'm looking at this Giants-Phillies game a little bit. Total's 9. I kind of like the over. So Taijuan Walker, I mean, you guys know the same story with this guy for years and years, right? Like, I mean, he hasn't really, his ERA this year is 0. Expected is over 3. The Giants' offense has not been bad, so I kind of think they could put some runs up in this spot. And then on the opposite side, this Raup guy or whatever, I don't know how to pronounce his name, Landon Raup. He looks pretty good to me, underlying metrics wise. Like he's sitting at a 3.60 ERA, 2.12 expected through his first couple starts. Does not allow really any hard contact. 14% hard contact allowed. That's one of the best marks in baseball. And he has good strikeout stuff at 28% as well. He's made some pitch mix changes coming into this season. So if we look at like last year, for example, his most used pitch was his curveball. This year it's his sinker. So he's definitely switched some stuff up there and that can kind of pertain to why he's been so much better as well. And then in terms of like other factors, he looks pretty good to me for like long term. Like I'm interested to watch him for this season. The problem is I don't know when this is going to stabilize. So like I said, he's switched. He's throwing a lot of sinkers this year. He's given up a 370 batting average with his sinker, but a 229 expected. So he's gotten a little bit unlucky. He doesn't give up a high exit velocity, 86.5, right? But he's only getting 3% whiffs on that sinker. So from what I can tell, like this is very small sample size stuff. From what I can tell, like it's just getting hit a lot because you're not getting any swing and miss on it. So guys are hitting it for contact, and maybe balls are finding gaps and stuff. Like I don't know. I'd have to go back and watch each of his starts to really take something away from it. But overall, I'm kind of interested to see how he pitches for the remainder of the season. Now, the thing that worries me is if he's given up contact with that sinker, the Phillies in particular have some really good sinker hitters. Specifically, Kyle Schwarber has mashed sinkers in his career. If we look back even at 2024 numbers for Schwarber against sinkers, 398 batting average, 336 expected, 58% hard hit rate, like really, really top tier numbers against sinkers in all of baseball. So I'm a little bit concerned about that. Bryce Harper's a good sinker hitter as well. I believe Castellanos, let me just double check. But I feel like he's good against sinkers too, just based off my recollection. Let's see here. 2024 Casty. Yeah, 403 batting average against sinkers, 357 expected. So I don't know. I have a little bit of concerns. I'm interested in him, but at the same time, kind of a bad matchup with how good Philly is against sinkers. And I definitely think Taijuan Walker can get hit a little bit here. So that's kind of why I was interested in the over. But I would have preferred it to be at 8.5. It just moved. It's a little juiced under now. I'll probably wait and see. Probably interested in some Philly batter props, but I'm going to wait and see on this one throughout the day. But that's kind of just where my head was at. I like the Yankees in this game. So Carlos Carrasco's pretty dusty at this point, but he's made some pitch mix changes as well this year to kind of limit it. I don't think he's going to be a good pitcher by any stretch, but I think he can be better than he was like last year. And the Yankees, they don't need much from him, right? They're looking to get 5 innings out of him here. Seth Lugo, same thing. He's kind of outperformed metrics for a few years now. Last year, he outperformed. This year, he's outperforming again. And he's not a big strikeout bat, not a big swing and miss guy. Don't really know how long he can sustain that, especially against a good lineup that hits right-handed pitching well. So I'm interested in the Yankees here tonight, looking for their offense to get on track. Boston, Tampa, we've bet on Shane Baz a couple times this year already. I mean, I'm interested in him. I kind of like the over, though. So this, you guys know Tampa's playing in the different ballpark this year. Looks like wind is kind of blowing out, and it's decent weather. Let me pull up the weather report and just double check that. See how significant it is. Let's see here. Yeah, so I mean, it's not big winds actually, though. It's looking like 6 to 8 miles per hour, but it is blowing out. 78 degrees. I don't know. I'll think about it. Kind of like the over just because of that, but 6 to 8, I guess, is not that significant. So where I would weigh it super heavily, I guess. I don't know. We'll see on that one. Kind of like the Red Sox's dogs, to be honest, even though I like Shane Baz. I don't really trust Tampa's, like, I don't know. They've kind of let me down a couple times, like especially on offense. There's been a couple times they've had runners on second, third. They can't get them home just in the games I've watched. So that was a little bit annoying. This is a good game here. Lucas looks pretty good for Toronto. Pitcher-wise, he looks like one of their better arms this year. So not really looking to bet against him. Probably stay away from that one. I like the Mets as underdogs here. I like Clay Holmes more than I do Joe Ryan. I know Clay Holmes has kind of struggled. I mean, coming out of spring training, it kind of seemed like he was going to have a really big season. That hasn't been the case, but it hasn't been bad either. I mean, we're still looking at like a 29% strikeout rate, which is very good. ERA's right around 4. Ground balls have kind of gone down for him a little bit, but overall, I like Clay Holmes. And I've never been the biggest Joe Ryan fan. He's good, but gives up a little too much power for me. Obviously, the Mets have a powerful lineup. So if you want to give me the Mets as underdogs, I'm interested there. I'll put them in the bet slip. I'll put the over here in the bet slip. Put the Yankees in there. These are kind of the spots I'm mostly looking at. Padres as like a money line piece I'm interested in. Yeah, that's probably all the spots that stick out to me. Got a vent about the Dodgers here. If you guys followed along on Saturday, we had a parlay Dodgers and Volk in UFC, both on the money line. The Dodgers, what even did the score end up? I turned it off when it was 7-0. I think they got absolutely destroyed. What are the chances of that? Yeah, they lost 16-0. I mean, what are we doing? The Cubs just went into LA, took 2 out of 3 against them. Pretty bad performance, but like, of course, I don't think I've bet on the Dodgers the entire season, and we need them for a parlay, and they lose 16-0. I may never bet on this team again for the remainder of the season. Like, that really just rubbed me the wrong way with the Dodgers. Are these all 1 unit plays? Yeah, Ryan, so typically how I bet, unless I state otherwise, all of my plays are 1 unit if they're plus money, or to win a unit if they're like minus 142. It'd be, I'd bet one unit, 1.42 to win a unit, But I don't know. I just want to say I haven't taken anything today. This is just my first run of looking at stuff this morning. This is what stuck out to me. And then I was trying to set up the stream, make sure we could operate fully over here, which is good. This is a successful first stream. Didn't have any issues. as long as you guys can see and hear me, we're chilling, I think, for the most part. So now that I have everything set up, we can hopefully get back to doing some like reactionary streams during the NBA playoffs. Like I'll fire up, during some of the late games, we can watch the game and just vibe out a little bit. I'll work on that as well for NBA playoffs. But overall, quick stream today. Just wanted to make sure we were fully functional over here. Appreciate you guys for watching. If I take any bets today officially, I'll tweet them out just because it was kind of like a weird thing. I haven't taken anything yet, just kind of first run through the board. So I'll tweet out some stuff later if I end up taking it. Good luck tonight with your bets, daily fantasy, whatever you guys are playing. I'll be live tomorrow, 11 a.m. and we'll do full NBA play-in preview tomorrow and give out some NBA futures bets as well. So thank you guys for tuning in. Good luck today, and I'll see everybody tomorrow.